Welcome to AstroPrinciple, your guide to clarity, connection, and cosmic alignment. In this video, we explore the January 2026 love horoscope for all 12 zodiac signs. Whether you're single, committed, or navigating something in between, this month brings emotional shifts, romantic awakenings, and deeper understanding. Let's begin. Aries, your birthday is between the 21st of March and the 19th of April. January 2026 opens your heart in unexpected ways. AstroPrinciple highlights this month as a powerful emotional reset, a time when you confront what you truly desire in love, rather than what you chase out of impulse or excitement. If you're in a relationship, the early weeks bring conversations that clarify expectations, boundaries, and long-term intentions. You may feel a strong urge to express your needs more directly, and this honesty becomes the foundation for deeper intimacy. If you're single, January brings magnetic encounters, not fleeting sparks, but connections that challenge you to grow emotionally. Someone may enter your life who mirrors your passion yet encourages emotional maturity. This month also asks you to release old patterns, impatience, defensiveness, or the fear of vulnerability. By the final week, a breakthrough arrives, a confession, a reconciliation, or a moment of clarity that shifts your romantic path. January rewards emotional courage, honest communication, and the willingness to love with intention. Taurus, your birthday is between the 20th of April and the 20th of May. January 2026 brings grounding, stability, and emotional clarity to your love life. AstroPrinciple highlights this month as one where you seek deeper emotional security, not through routine, but through meaningful connection. If you're in a relationship, the early weeks encourage you to strengthen trust, revisit shared goals, and create a more nurturing emotional environment. You may feel inspired to express affection in practical, consistent ways that reassure your partner. If you're single, January brings opportunities to meet someone through familiar circles, professional settings, or environments where you feel safe and grounded. This is not a month of dramatic romance, but of slow building, genuine connection. Financial or lifestyle discussions may influence your romantic decisions, helping you understand what kind of partnership truly supports your long-term happiness. By the end of the month, you feel more secure, more open, and more aligned with the kind of love you want to build. January rewards patience, emotional steadiness, and the courage to open your heart at your own pace. Gemini, your birthday is between the 21st of May and the 20th of June. January 2026 brings emotional clarity through communication, your greatest strength. AstroPrinciple highlights this month as one where conversations shape your romantic destiny. If you're in a relationship, the early weeks bring important discussions about expectations, boundaries, and emotional needs. Misunderstandings may surface, but they become opportunities for deeper connection rather than conflict. If you're single, January brings flirtation, intellectual chemistry, and unexpected romantic invitations. Someone may enter your life who stimulates your mind and challenges your assumptions about love. This month also encourages you to reflect on past patterns, inconsistency, overthinking, or emotional detachment, and choose a more grounded approach to intimacy. Mid-month brings a turning point, a message, confession, or realization that shifts your emotional direction. By the final week, you feel more aligned with what you want and more confident expressing it. January rewards honesty, curiosity, and the willingness to communicate from the heart. Cancer, your birthday is between the 21st of June and the 22nd of July. January 2026 brings emotional healing, deeper bonding, and renewed romantic clarity. AstroPrinciple highlights this month as one where your heart seeks safety, understanding, and emotional reciprocity. If you're in a relationship, the early weeks encourage nurturing conversations, shared vulnerability, and rebuilding emotional closeness. You may feel inspired to create a more supportive environment for your partner, and they respond with warmth. If you're single, January brings meaningful encounters with people who appreciate your sensitivity and emotional depth. Someone may enter your life who feels familiar, comforting, or spiritually aligned. This month also encourages you to release emotional baggage, past heartbreaks, unspoken fears, or unresolved attachments. Mid-month brings a moment of emotional clarity that helps you understand what you truly need in love. By the end of January, you feel more secure, more open, and more connected to your romantic path. January rewards emotional honesty, vulnerability, and the courage to let love in. Leo, your birthday is between the 23rd of July and the 22nd of August. January 2026 brings passion, self-expression, and emotional renewal to your love life. AstroPrinciple highlights this month as one where your heart seeks authenticity, not performance, not validation, but genuine emotional connection. If you're in a relationship, the early weeks encourage heartfelt conversations, shared experiences, and a renewed sense of romance. You may feel inspired to express affection more boldly, reminding your partner of the warmth you bring. If you're single, January brings magnetic encounters, people drawn to your confidence, charm, and expressive nature. A romantic spark may ignite quickly, but this time it carries emotional depth rather than fleeting excitement. This month also encourages you to release pride, ego, or the fear of appearing vulnerable. Mid-month brings a romantic breakthrough, a confession, a reconnection, or a moment of emotional clarity. By the end of January, you feel more aligned with your heart's truth. January rewards authenticity, emotional generosity, and the courage to love boldly. Virgo, your birthday is between the 23rd of August and the 22nd of September. January 2026 brings emotional refinement, deeper understanding, and renewed romantic harmony. AstroPrinciple highlights this month as one where your analytical nature blends with emotional sensitivity. If you're in a relationship, the early weeks encourage practical conversations about shared responsibilities, routines, and long-term plans. These discussions strengthen trust and create a more balanced emotional environment. If you're single, January brings opportunities to meet someone through work, learning environments, or situations where your intelligence shines. This is a month of meaningful, grounded connections rather than dramatic romance. This month also encourages you to release perfectionism, the belief that love must follow a flawless script. Mid-month brings a moment of emotional clarity that helps you open your heart more freely. By the end of January, you feel more confident expressing affection and receiving it. January rewards emotional openness, gentle vulnerability, and the willingness to let love unfold naturally. Libra, your birthday is between the 23rd of September and the 22nd of October. January 2026 brings emotional grounding, deeper intimacy, and renewed romantic balance. AstroPrinciple highlights this month as one where you seek stability, not just harmony, but emotional security. If you're in a relationship, the early weeks encourage honest conversations about commitment, shared goals, and emotional expectations. You may feel inspired to create a more peaceful, supportive environment for your partner. If you're single, January brings meaningful encounters with people who appreciate your charm, grace, and emotional intelligence. Someone may enter your life who feels steady, reliable, and aligned with your long-term vision. This month also encourages you to release indecision, the fear of choosing wrong. Mid-month brings a romantic turning point that clarifies your emotional direction. By the end of January, you feel more grounded, more connected, and more confident in your romantic choices. January rewards emotional clarity, commitment, and the courage to choose love with confidence. Scorpio, your birthday is between the 23rd of October and the 21st of November. January 2026 brings emotional intensity, deep connection, and transformative romantic energy. AstroPrinciple highlights this month as one where your heart seeks truth, raw, honest, unfiltered truth. If you're in a relationship, the early weeks encourage deep conversations, emotional transparency, and healing of unresolved issues. This is a month of strengthening bonds through vulnerability. If you're single, January brings powerful encounters, magnetic, mysterious, and emotionally charged. Someone may enter your life who awakens feelings you haven't experienced in a long time. This month also encourages you to release emotional control, the need to protect yourself by staying guarded. Mid-month brings a breakthrough moment that shifts your romantic path. By the end of January, you feel more open, more trusting, and more aligned with your emotional truth. January rewards vulnerability, emotional depth, and the courage to love fearlessly. Sagittarius, your birthday is between the 22nd of November and the 21st of December. January 2026 brings emotional grounding, deeper commitment, and renewed romantic clarity. AstroPrinciple highlights this month as one where you shift from adventure to emotional stability. If you're in a relationship, the early weeks encourage meaningful conversations about long-term plans, shared values, and emotional expectations. You may feel inspired to build something more stable and intentional. If you're single, January brings opportunities to meet someone who values honesty, growth, and emotional maturity. This is not a month of casual encounters. It's a month of meaningful connection. This month also encourages you to release avoidance, the tendency to run when emotions deepen. Mid-month brings a romantic opportunity that aligns with your long-term vision. By the end of January, you feel more grounded and more open to commitment. January rewards emotional maturity, sincerity, and the willingness to build something real. Capricorn, your birthday is between the 22nd of December and the 19th of January. January 2026 brings emotional renewal, deeper intimacy, and a fresh romantic beginning. AstroPrinciple highlights this month as one where your heart opens in ways you didn't expect. If you're in a relationship, the early weeks encourage heartfelt conversations, emotional vulnerability, and a renewed sense of partnership. You may feel inspired to express affection more openly. If you're single, January brings meaningful encounters with people who appreciate your depth, loyalty, and emotional strength. Someone may enter your life who feels stable, grounded, and aligned with your long-term values. This month also encourages you to release emotional restraint, the belief that vulnerability is weakness. Mid-month brings a romantic breakthrough that shifts your emotional direction. By the end of January, you feel more connected, more open, and more aligned with your heart's truth. January rewards vulnerability, emotional honesty, and the courage to let love in. Aquarius, your birthday is between the 20th of January and the 18th of February. January 2026 brings emotional introspection, spiritual connection, and quiet romantic transformation. AstroPrinciple highlights this month as one where you explore the deeper layers of your heart. If you're in a relationship, the early weeks encourage healing conversations, emotional understanding, and a softer approach to intimacy. You may feel inspired to express feelings you've kept hidden. If you're single, January brings subtle yet meaningful encounters, people who connect with your mind, your ideals, and your inner world. This month also encourages you to release emotional detachment, the tendency to intellectualize feelings. Mid-month brings a moment of clarity that shifts your romantic perspective. By the end of January, you feel more open, more intuitive, and more aligned with your emotional truth. January rewards introspection, emotional softness, and the courage to open your heart. Pisces, your birthday is between the 19th of February and the 20th of March. January 2026 brings emotional expansion, romantic opportunities, and deeper connection. AstroPrinciple highlights this month as one where your heart opens to new possibilities. If you're in a relationship, the early weeks encourage shared dreams, emotional bonding, and renewed romantic harmony. You may feel inspired to express affection more freely. If you're single, January brings meaningful encounters through social circles, communities, or creative environments. Someone may enter your life who feels spiritually aligned and emotionally supportive. This month also encourages you to release self-doubt, the belief that you must shrink your emotions to be accepted. Mid-month brings a romantic opportunity that expands your emotional world. By the end of January, you feel more connected, more hopeful, and more aligned with your romantic destiny. January rewards openness, compassion, and the courage to embrace love fully. Thank you for watching your monthly horoscope with AstroPrinciple. If this guidance brought you clarity, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss your career, love, and health forecasts. Comment your zodiac sign and share what resonated with you. Your insights help this community grow and guide others on their path. And if you're ready for deeper clarity, explore the other monthly readings on the channel. Wishing you alignment, purpose, and a powerful month ahead. See you in the next video.